Hey there. Give me just 1 second here and okay. Get a few things set up for this live stream and make sure I got it all set right. So anyways, I'm going to be talking about suing the Washoe County Library today. Excuse me. Got a lawsuit going. Started that on November 20th. And let me put some of that up here for a second for everybody to read. You can see what I've started doing. And so what I'm going to do on this live stream today is I'm going to go over the lawsuit with everybody. I'm going to play a compilation of videos that kind of shows why they're getting sued. And, well, hopefully I'll show some of the people watching the process that I'm using to bring this lawsuit. I'm doing this pro se, so I'm doing it for myself, representing myself. And to me, what the process is about with the court systems is it's a process. You need to know the rules. You need to know how to deal with it. So I think I've come up with a system that I'm not a lawyer. This isn't legal advice. This is just a way to do something. So if you want to plug your information in there and see what comes out, I'm going to show you what came out on my end here to make this lawsuit happen. So I'll share the lawsuit here as we go through this, but why don't I start with some of the crazy librarian stuff that we had to deal with.
We have a policy that when folks come in and film, we ask that they seek prior authorization. So here's the library director. Oh. We have policies. I'm going to have to ask you to stop filming. Okay, then I'll contact security.
Hi, I'm Joan Dallasung. I'm the assistant director
Hi,
for
Joan.
Washoe County Libraries. What's your name? You were filming.
I want to film the story hour. How can I do that?
You can't actually unless you have a child with you.
Okay, so, well, no, it's what I'm saying though is, are you discriminating based on my age?
It's an event for Care for Children.
So if I bring my child with me, can I film it? My child's 23. So it's age discriminatory. That's what I'm saying. And who made the rule that it's limited to certain individuals in our society?
That's our standard story time.
Okay, but who set that policy?
I couldn't even tell you.
Good morning.
Hey Jeff, my name is Drew. Good. I'd like to record the story hour if I could, under
No,
freedom
we're
of the
not
press.
letting general adults in, just children with adults.
So what I want to be very clear, because I may institute a lawsuit for discrimination.
Sure, I understand that.
So
you're first
I want you to be very clear on the
Sure.
on the record
Sure.
that you're discriminating against individual single men from exercising their constitutional right, freedom of press.
We have the right to restrict the area for children.
To record the story hour
Yeah.
in a publicly funded building. Yes, you're doing
Sure,
that.
sure.
Okay, I
Go
just
ahead.
want to be clear on the
That's
record.
great.
Okay, I appreciate it, sir.
Hello.
Hi there.
How's it going today?
Good. So I want to be clear. Certain members of the public are permitted here and other members are not based on their age and apparently gender. There are no men in here at all?
I'm a man.
No, but with children that are allowed in to watch the show.
So in the show, it's for parents and their children.
Okay, so there's a restriction on the public that can come into a public event.
So it's a reservation event.
No. Is this a public building, publicly funded?
It sure is, yeah.
Did they pay a fee to the county for this space?
No, they did not.
Okay, so they didn't pay for it. The public is still paying for it. So therefore, a member of the general public cannot access this
This
space.
is just for kids and their family right now.
What about the book section?
The book
I want to
section.
go look at some books
So,
that I may want my kids to come
and
and
we'd
check
be
out.
happy to get those for you.
They're pulling in from
How am I supposed to know what books I'm looking for if I can't peruse the
We
library?
can look them up for you.
First, I've already pulled a lot of books.
Director Scott,
Drew, how are you?
good morning. I got a question for you.
Yeah,
We're supposed to be inclusive, right?
yeah.
Why did you block me from your Facebook page?
Oh, you were spamming the site. That's our terms of service.
Well, you're funded with public money, right?
Yes, but you're spamming the site.
But
So.
you're government, right?
Yes.
So freedom of speech, right?
But you can't spam the site.
Well, did
That's
you know
our
that there was a
service. We
ninth?
blocked other people who spammed the site. So.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
You're not
I
the
need.
only one. So sorry to not feel special.
Oh, no, I'm just trying to let you know. Did you know that the Ninth Circuit ruled that it's unconstitutional to block people from social media?
That's not our legal ruling on that. So.
Well, that's what the Ninth Circuit says.
Great.
Sorry about that. So this is why I'm suing them. Thanks for letting me know about the no sound. They're getting sued for a bunch of different things. The first few pages just lay everything out. But causes of action down here. So they're getting sued for blocking from public discourse in the library's Facebook page. And here's some case law right there. So as I promised him, here's the lawsuit, Mr. Scott. My hope is Washoe County is going to change some policies and procedures. Ultimately, what I'd really like to see is, shouldn't all government employees be required to go through constitutional training so that they know the constitutional rights of the people that they serve? Government requires you go through sexual harassment training every, 6 months or at least a year if you're working the government. Why don't we have constitutional training that goes along with that? That could probably prevent lawsuits like this and prevent people from being treated poorly and having their rights trampled on. So anyways, that's one of the things I'm suing them for is they restricted me from their Facebook page. Here's their library director admitting it. They did it to me, but they did it to a lot of other people too. So let's keep going on with Mr. Scott.
Legal ruling on that.
Okay.
So.
I'm just advising you, you're breaking people's constitutional rights.
That's not our legal ruling, though.
Well, according to the Ninth Circuit Court, it is.
That's not our legal ruling, though.
Well, we'll find out.
Okay, great.
I'm just letting you know, sir. If you're inclusive, so what you're saying is you've blocked a lot of people.
People who spam the site, yeah.
Yes.
People who spam the site.
So there are many people that could bring a lawsuit against you for blocking them.
If you feel that's necessary, go ahead.
Oh, I do. It will happen.
I'm giving data that I learned in public forums.
Chair, yes, sir. Not right
Why are you
here.
talking to me?
I'm just letting you know. I'm having a conversation with you. And
I
I'm
don't want to
telling
talk
you
to you.
right now, you were speaking out in this way in a public manner.
I'm responding to you.
I hadn't said anything. I'm just standing here.
You're actually really pushing the fact that you don't want anybody to say anything against what's going on here.
That's not true.
Okay.
You were welcome.
That's me alone.
But they can have their
I can't comment. on
umbrellas
that.
up inside. Do you see the difference? They can have an umbrella inside the library, and that's not a protest. But a man can't walk around with an American flag in the library, and that's equality?
Don't know all the
That was
facts.
a library staff member, so you'll have to talk to the library.
Yeah, you can stand and walk around and.
You have a little bit more? You have a little more collection? Really? Thank you.
Did you say you're going to trespass him?
Sir, I was having a private discussion.
I understand, but I heard the word trespass.
I was having a private discussion. Thank you.
So you don't need children to go in there? You can go in there by yourself as an adult?
You cannot go inside.
Well, how come they can go in there without children?
17 years old.
I don't know, 17 years, so adults can't go in there at all?
Sir, if you're going to listen.
I'm not protesting, I'm filming. I'm documenting, recording, and disseminating.
Did you get your question answered?
I was just asking how come adults seem to be able to go in there by themselves if they're wearing rainbow stuff, but other adults that aren't cannot?
That's a great question. Actually, this rainbow badge is for people who work for the county or volunteers.
Well, no, 2 people were just given rainbow badge or given blue badges. So how come they got to go in there?
So what's going on here?
You can't as an adult without a child.
That's
It is a
discriminating
story.
against me because I don't have a child. I'm 78 years old.
Have you been to any of our recent
Many
times? Just
Many
here by yourself as an adult?
Yes.
We do have a policy.
Yes, I know.
And it's usually held in
It's
the
totally-
children's. Okay? So you won't be let into the door if you don't have a wristband. We're all under wristbands for this program.
Well, that's convenient, isn't it?
It is what it is.
No, it could be planned also, and that's upsetting.
I'm sorry.
Or if you give me a wristband, let me so sure.
We're out of wristbands for this.
Out of masking tape.
When deputies get here, they can.
What's his last name?
The girls before him got a wristband, but he doesn't get a wristband.
You have to
You
do
can make a wristband out of masking tape, just fine to write on it, wristband. Okay, this nonsense is excluding me. I'm a 37-year veteran. I should have access to everything in the country that is public.
I respect your service, but I'm sorry, this is
No,
not.
clearly
one
you
of those.
don't. Clearly you don't. Just saying, you're putting, that's just putting word salad on it.
Okay.
All right, my name's Roger Edwards, and I'm a 50-year resident of Washoe County.
Okay.
Do you have any idea how much property taxes I've paid in 50 years?
Is there library business you want to take care of the signs? We do have a
Yes.
lovely new
Right,
collection.
Queer Story Hour is exactly the business I'm here to be involved with. Sorry?
We have a great selection of new books and lovely books if you like.
That's hardly what I'm talking about, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, this way, have you been in before?
Sorry, the children's area is reserved for children under 18 and their families.
So you're discriminating on who can go in here? What if I want to get a children's book for one of my kids or grandkids?
Unfortunately, with today's event, that is not possible.
I don't have the same opportunity to browse that they would. No, I want to read the book, turn the pages. No, I want to hold the book because my tax dollars bought the book, right?
True, they did.
So I can't access the books my tax dollars bought, but other people can.
You can't browse through here today, but
Right.
you can access.
So this area is exclusionary to the general public.
Only for today's event. And
Right,
again,
but it's normal business hours on a Saturday?
yeah, if you came in tomorrow, you could do this.
So today it's exclusionary.
Yes.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Sir, could you please back away from my car?
I'm not in anybody's
To
way.
be respectful right now.
I'm
Stu, our First Amendment auditor, goes around. But we're supposed to try to keep protest people in their zones. We can have a good time for the kids. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's also just for trying to keep people in their zones, who have the right to protest, who have the right to the program, I like that. So that's what we don't want to happen.
Stay cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Have a good day. All right, cool. I'll be here. Hey, Drew.
yes, sir. So inclusive here. Why do you guys need to block somebody? Isn't that rather exclusionary? And you, sir, you're supposed to be a journalist, aren't you? So you're a journalist and you like to block people.
Boards everywhere.
Is that what you're saying? I think we'll do a story on journalism and you. You can do a story on me. I'm good with that. How come they can block me from the entrance and the egress here, but I can't stand anywhere? Why can they block? Right.
But they have the right also to not be.
Right, but you could just, one of the library people threatened to trespass a man with an American flag, but they can have their
I can't comment.
umbrellas up inside? Do you see the difference? They can have an umbrella inside the library, and that's not a protest, but a man can't walk around with an American flag in the library, and that's equality?
Don't know all the.
That was a library staff member, so you'll have to talk to the library.
Right, but I'm just observing and I'm trying to find out, why is there a double standard?
You're talking to the wrong person, sir.
Are you in charge of security for this, or you're the office of the county manager, right?
It's not a security issue, sir. So,
Well, no, isn't it a security issue if you're going to threaten to trespass somebody with an American?
So this guy I'm talking to right here, I think this guy, his name is Ben, I think. And let's see here. What did Ben send me? Yeah, this is from Ben right here. Let me see if I can blow it up for y'all a little bit. So Ben West is the county security administrator. And I got the libraries to define if I was trespassed or not, because I kept writing them emails trying to find out, was I legally trespassed? Because it's a very lawful thing. And you have to follow the rule, follow the statute, black and white. And they wouldn't give me a definitive answer. So finally, Ben, I think it's the man I'm talking to here, sent me this letter. And it basically says, I'm trespassed from library property, except unless I'm attending a public meeting or a court or other things like that. So I don't know how you bend the trespassing laws around to only have them applicable certain times. They're supposed to be, you can't come back to this property for this much time or whatever. So it's an interesting way that they're doing things. So it'll be something that we'll deal with through the legal process that we're involved in. Anyways, let's get back to watching Ben and talking to these fun people here.
American flag, but you're going to let people with umbrellas block people inside?
No, I don't think we have a security issue.
But they're not a security issue. Why are they not a security issue, but the man with the American flag is a security issue?
I'm familiar with the man with the American flag, and I don't think the person carrying an American flag in the library is a security issue. So
Well, then why would that woman right there?
you'll have to talk to library administration
Well,
about that, sir.
I did. Jeff Scott doesn't answer questions. Because that woman said she was going to trespass a man right there. But they can block people, but nobody else can. You see the problem. It's better not to open your mouth on that one. Hey, I can't get out here with all these umbrellas here. How come these umbrellas are blocking the entrance and the exit?
Because you're not supposed to be filming kids without their consent.
No, I'm just filming the adults, ma'am. All the kids get edited out. See, you're blocking the entrance and the egress.
What if you look at the kids around?
No recording children. You're not physically allowed to record children. That's actually a law everywhere, not just here. So.
You know the law. You must be a lawyer. Are you an attorney?
Oh, are you?
What's that?
Are you though?
I'm just recording.
No, you're not allowed to record children. That's the thing that we all know.
So please don't block me.
No, you're not allowed to record children.
I feel like you're going to assault me.
Well, that's not happening. So.
Well, stop approaching me. I'm trying to evade you. Stop approaching me. So stop approaching me. I'm not in your face. I'm trying to back away from you, and I'm trying to go down the aisleway here. Stop approaching me. Stop approaching me.
Move now. I'm going to give you a count until you move.
Okay, he just assaulted me.
Okay.
What's your name, sir? You just assaulted me and touched my... That's battery. That's battery.
Dude, please back up.
No.
No finger pointing, please.
No,
Back up.
no, I'm not.
You need to back up. You need to back up.
Jeff, stop
You need to
touching me.
back up.
Stop
You're causing
touching
a
me.
conflict. You need to
Stop
back up.
touching me.
You need to back up.
Stop touching
You need
me.
to back up. Please walk over there.
Stop touching me.
Please walk over there.
I'm out of
Please
the
walk
way.
over there. No, please walk over there.
I'm right here.
You are harassing.
So battery, there's a difference between assault and battery in Nevada law. And battery just means that somebody physically laid hands on you. You don't have to, it's any unwanted touching is the definition under the statute. So assault is in fear of, battery is actual physical touch. So that's the difference between the two.
People here
No.
with the camera. People are upset. You need to stand over there.
No, I'm not
Please
going
stand over
to.
there.
I'm standing
Please
right
stand over
here,
there.
out of the way, next to the rope
I
line.
need to ask you to leave the property then, if you're
So
not going to listen to me.
Are you going to trespass me under threat
You're
of arrest?
trespassed.
Okay.
Yes, please leave.
Yeah, I pressed charges against Director Scott. So first I tried to call Sparks Police Department. That same day, they wouldn't come out because they said it was a Washoe County thing. Even though you saw earlier there was a Washoe County deputy out there, Washoe County wouldn't respond when I wanted to file the complaint. So it took me about a week to ultimately file the complaint. I had to go into the Sparks Police Department. I've actually got a video of that. And file the complaint with Sparks Police Department. And then they said that they wouldn't investigate it. So they sent it up to Washoe County for the Washoe County to investigate their own library director. And of course, you know where that went. Well, they just shitholed it. And then they said that the statute of limitations had passed and that they wouldn't do anything about it. I'm working on another video with similar situation with this. Later in this video, you'll see a lady slam a door on my legs, and they won't tell me her name. I filed a police report against her, and Reno PD says that Washoe County is supposed to investigate it. Washoe County says Reno PD is supposed to investigate it. So they're shitholing that complaint too. Sorry for the cussing, but hell, that's what it is today. Anyways, let's watch the insanity some more here. This thing is just nuts.
Thank you. I will leave now.
Yeah, you got your film, you got your shot.
So
You're
I'm
trespassed. You're banned from the library for the day.
I'm banned from the library.
Banned from the late of the day.
And finally, Fire Director Scott.
This is obstructing the entry point for our event.
The entry point you told me was over there.
Sir, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not going to leave. I'm here to do my job. And you are preventing me from doing my job.
Well, then don't get
You are asked to leave the premises for the remainder of the day.
wrong.
Okay, you are now trespassing, and we will call Washoe County
Trespassing
Sheriff's
what?
Office.
Huh?
Oh.
So why are you guys trespassing him?
Day for obstructing my ability to do my job according to library conduct policy, and is becoming argumentative. I told you that the free speech zone for signs like this is 50 feet from the perimeter of the library's function.
You're not telling me where my free speech is.
I'm going to step away, Raul, unless you enforce it.
Okay.
Thank you.
What?
This is private property.
So we've already had the sheriff's office coming up for the other issue.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
we'll let them make the decision, and then we're gonna go by whatever the sheriff says.
They'll know the statute.
Exactly. So yeah, you guys do what you do until they get here, and then we all agree that whatever they decide, that's what we're gonna do.
Sure.
Okay, great, perfect. All right, so
Good seeing you again.
How you doing?
Keep waking up. How are you guys all doing?
Good morning.
Imagine this.
Yeah, Rusty, hey, the good thing about all of this, what happened is, and another reason for the lawsuit that we'll get into is Drag Queen Story Hour at Washoe County Libraries was canceled due to the violence that you'll see later in this video. So the Washoe County decided that they weren't going to have the Drag Queen Story Hour anymore because of the lady slamming the door against my foot, where she told the police that she had been injured when she was slamming the door on my body. So that's the good news about Drag Queen Story Hour in Washoe County. It's no more. And the nonprofit organization that puts it on, Build Our Center, I'll get more into them here as we get through this video. But they're trying to find other venues to do that story. So
nice to see you.
Good seeing you guys, man.
Everything well today?
We all woke up again.
Yep.
Oh, good. More cameras.
Yeah. Yep. You wake up on the right side of the dirt. It's always a good start.
That's right. That's all you really need.
Yep.
That and a little entertainment in life. And,
cool.
Well, depending what you call your entertainment.
Okay. Just wanted to come over, say hello.
Yeah. Well, I'll be over there.
Oh, I know.
You know I will. You know what I do.
Yep. So.
Library services are available throughout Washoe County. We have 12 locations, and we also have the bookmobile. So we're happy to offer those services to anyone in the town.
I'm an employee, right?
So thank you for your opinion. We're going to get back to work. Please respect our code of conduct, and we will
Your code of conduct.
enjoy
you
that
children.
you are enjoy the
have no
services
clue,
we're
do
providing
you?
today. And if you continue to argue, we will go ahead with the
I'm
trespass.
just making a statement.
Thank you.
It's called freedom of
Thank you for
speech,
your
lady.
statement.
No
There
application.
is a freedom of speech zone right across the parking lot there. You're welcome to utilize that. We do have
This is
jobs
not
to
downtown. This is not downtown Reno. Okay.
do.
I
Library
know the
conduct
law.
policy
I know the
states
law. No.
that if you are preventing library staff from doing our jobs, which means being able to walk away from here freely and do our jobs,
You work for me.
we will trespass you. This is a library event. You are violating our library conduct policy, and I will ask you to leave for the
Not a
afternoon.
policy. Looking at a Nevada revised statute.
Sir,
Which
you are
made stuff up.
trespassing on this property. If you do not leave,
You don't
we
know
will call
the law.
Washoe County.
You don't know the law.
Washoe County Sheriff's Office and ask you to leave.
Look at this. Arguing. You're perverts.
This gentleman has been advised of our library policy. He's preventing library staff from doing our jobs. I've asked him to leave for the day. He's refused. I've notified him that he is trespassing on this property, and we need to have that. It's this gentleman here. This is the library conduct policy and the suspension policy, and I've notified him.
So do you want us to call Washoe County?
I would call Washoe County and ask them to ask him to leave the premises, please.
Okay,
Thank
that's
you.
what you want.
All right, I'm going to step away and let you do that. I'm going to just watch the perimeter here for injury. Thank you.
You guys probably should be aware of something. Well, law enforcement should be.
So this is our injury-based.
It's you're stepping on real dangerous constitutional grounds.
We're pretty much going to let me. Sir, you can have one.
No, you can, because this is public property and I'm a member of the press. So you're trespassing people. What's your name and what do you do for the library?
Sir, if you're going to be filming like that and interviewing people, I need you to go over to the
No, what you need to recognize is freedom of press, and there's a case law, Fordyce versus City of
I have
Seattle.
no comment for you.
So if you'd like to trespass me too, we can do that, but I'm already going to sue Jeff Scott.
I have no comment.
I'll sue you too. But my question to you is, you're a public employee, you're trespassing people from
Promises made, promises kept. Lawsuits here.
public property. What's your name and what do you do for the county?
I have no comment.
So your name's Jonica Library. That's on your name tag. So we just need to document this because there's a public interaction going here. That's two different parts of two different opinions within the public sphere that's of an interest to the public. So I'm going to disseminate that information. So you're trespassing people. What's causing you to trespass them?
I have no comment for you, sir.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your professionalism.
They don't want to hear about my 10-page kind of final papers.
That might be good.
I'm like, oh, they don't like this.
Gentlemen who asked to leave. They are continuing conversation.
Can you actually just back up a little for me? You can videotape
Are you in danger of officer safety?
Yes, you're.
Okay. If it's officer safety, are you aware of it? RS 171-1233, Section 2. You can't interfere with filming.
And actually, if those of you that watch these auditing channels that we all do now, Chili DeCastro down in Las Vegas, they put him in jail for a bunch of time, and his case got appealed. He got out of jail, and they decided that the cops can't push you back or move you around. There are no real defined distances, and it's kind of some interesting case law. But yeah, there's a right to film, and the cops, well, they don't like you to get too close to them at all.
I'm not interfering.
So I'm stepping backwards per your order if you're feeling threatened.
I'm not interfering. I'm just asking you for, out of politeness and for the safety of my other officer, that you just take a
Well,
step back.
you can see I've got nothing on me. I'm dressed in shorts and a tank top. There's nothing on me other than a camera. I know my camera's dangerous.
Weapons. I'm
How-
asking you just.
How far back?
Just right there is fine, but
Okay.
you're like right next to me.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to hear the conversation and record the conversation.
I don't mind if you record.
It's a public, I want to hear the conversation. That's my,
I'm asking if you take a step back because you're right next to
Okay.
my other officer.
yeah. Here, I'll go this direction so I'm further away, but I can hear the conversation. That's the goal.
You're actually. Like I said, I don't care if you record me, but if you keep stepping closer.
I'm further away from you than I was back there. I'm about 12 feet away currently.
My safety.
Yeah, I'm about 12 feet away currently, so I mean, I asked you for a distance.
There is no specific distance when it comes to obstructing an investigation.
I'm not obstructing. How far back do I need to be?
Because you're making me feel unsafe.
Okay, well, I'll step a little further back again.
Can you please step back?
Oh, I'm still further back. You guys keep stepping, and you guys keep pulling back, so I'm just trying to hear.
You are interrupting our investigation.
I'm not even saying anything.
Keep stepping
Or I'll
forward.
step back again.
Stepping this way.
Well, that's why I'm asking how many feet.
Anybody that's downtown, ask them to stay their distance. You can record all you want. We don't care about that. All we care about is that you respect our safety.
That's why I showed you. I got no weapons, no
I
nothing.
don't care if you don't have weapons. You still have hands. Those are weapons, correct? You still have feet. Those are personal weapons.
I would never touch you.
People say it all the time, and it happens. But for our safety, I'm only asking that you respect that.
That's why I keep stepping back. And I'm still staying the same distance.
You gotta understand, you're walking around. It's my
Yeah, because I'm trying to get different views.
It's very discriminatory.
I'm not going to, yeah, you're putting me in a bad position there.
That's gonna look like a bad
I'm scary. She's waving at me.
Why would they call? What was it, an incident or something?
And can I get you guys' names and badge numbers? No, not. You're a sergeant, and I can't get your names and badge numbers?
Against the law? Not as far as I'm aware of yet. Hey, I'm Officer McDougal, 15199.
You're professional.
I'm glad
Thank
you're here
you,
to
McDougal.
protect us because, you know, a lot of I'm not sure what their policy is.
At 10 a.m., I should be able to walk in the doors unaccompanied, without a child, without a minor.
Like I said, as long as you.
Okay, now here it comes. Watch this next session. Watch the Asian lady. See how many times she pulls the door shut on my body. Watch the reflection in the mirror. See how I had my hands. There, I've got a picture that somebody took from behind me where my hands are down at my side. Watch what she does. And if anybody knows this gal's name, send it to me. I want to name her in the lawsuit. So far, the county's refused to get it to me. So ultimately, I have to get it through depositions and interrogatories and all that good stuff through discovery. But if you know her name before then and you can send it to me, that would be great. I appreciate it. So watch the little Asian lady.
Right, as long as I'm just filming and keeping my mouth shut.
No.
You're open at 10.
No, we're not open.
You're not open? Hang on.
We are not.
But the schedule says you're open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. today, right?
We're doing a story time. Please, sir.
Oh, hang on. You're open from 10 a.m. You're open from trespass me, please. You're open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. according to the sign, right?
Nope, not today.
Not today.
We have
So,
posted Stacy McKenzie, I'm the assistant library director. This
So the
was a
whole-
disturbance, and if
So that's the incident that got the Washoe County Library drag queen story hour to no longer be allowed into the libraries. Was that lady pulling on the door? The county took as violence against one of their employees. A police report was filed against me. Cops contacted me, and she said that I injured her somehow by her pulling on the door. So another reason to get sued. So let's get back to it.
you make another disturbance with this, which is outside our code of conduct,
So
then we will ask
this
you to
says that
leave.
you're open from 10 to 4, though.
We are
So
not
if you're
open today. It has
open
been
from 10 to
posted several
4,
places.
10 a.m.,
So it's open now.
I should be able to walk in the doors unaccompanied, without a child.
No.
Yes.
So like my whole issue with this thing here is, good morning.
So, unfortunately, I have to be the bearer of bad news. Due to your behavior over at the North Valleys Library.
I was naughty at the North Valleys Library. I got restricted for a year. But wait, there's more. They'd already restricted me and they never even told me about it. So I was under another restriction that they'd never even served me for. Evidently, they give out restrictions and they don't even tell people. So this one was kind of cool. They actually formally gave me a restriction. Anyways, again, that's why they're getting sued.
You have been suspended for 365 days for forcibly entering the library and injuring a staff person. So what that means for you today is you won't be able to go into the library. If you do enter the library, we will have to trespass you. If you want to appeal it, or if you have any questions,
So you're trespassing me for filming then, huh?
no,
Interesting.
we're trespassing you if you enter the library after this is.
The only thing I've ever done at the library has been to record. I hadn't been to the library since I was in college years and years ago. Went to the library to go record. I never checked out books, never used their computers. Just went to record and document what people did there. And they kicked me out for it.
Suspension has been issued. You're suspended because you forcibly entered into the North Valleys Library. when
I
it was
didn't
closed,
forcibly enter.
And you injured a staff person.
I didn't injure a
said,
staff
I'm not
person.
gonna
My
have
foot
an
is hurt.
argument with you, but here's your paperwork. If you have any questions, contact Jeff. Okay?
Contact Jeff.
He's the person, and I have all the paperwork right
So
now.
where was the process within this? Was I ever notified of this process?
You're being notified right now.
So shouldn't I have been notified before you try to kick me out?
I wasn't the person who did this, so I'm here to serve you the paperwork.
Okay, but what's your name?
My name is Kristen.
And what's your last name, Kristen?
I'm Kristen Ryan.
Okay, Kristen, are you aware that you can be personally sued?
I have no comment at the time. Just
Kristen Ryan.
enjoy-
Well, I'm just letting you know
Okay. Enjoy
what
the
my
event
actions
outside,
will
okay?
be. What my actions will be is
So I didn't name Kristen. So this is who I named. Let's get down here. I named Washoe County, their library system. I named Build Our Center Incorporated. That's the nonprofit that's involved with all of this LGBTQ drag queen stuff. Jeff Scott, the library director. Stacy McKenzie, the assistant director. Jonica Bowen. That's that Jonica gal. She's a branch manager, library employee, Doe #1. That's the Asian lady. Jennifer Cole, you'll see her in a few minutes, and some deputies you'll see in a few minutes. Should I amend the complaint and name this gal too that's serving me? Well, you guys let me know what you think. Let's
Hi there, how are you?
back to this.
Good. I'm Drew. What's your name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer, and you're the library manager?
The branch manager is out of town, but I'm the supervisor
Okay.
right now.
I'm here to ask about a man named Doug Miller,
Okay.
and he was restricted for a year, and I wanted to know why this branch would have restricted him for a year when he was here during the fire, and he's trying to get a room. And I talked to Commissioner Jacks, and she said that he's scheduled to be on the next agenda for the library commissioners to review as to why he should be restricted for a year from the library.
Do you happen to know what organization he's with?
He was just a man that said he's restricted from the library at the last library board meeting,
Okay.
and evidently it happened at this library during the fire.
Okay.
And
Mr. Rebar, I also know that you're under a suspension, so maybe we can take this outside and have this conversation.
why would I do that?
Because you're suspended from coming into the libraries right now. So
Well, actually, so are you saying I'm trespassed? Because that's a legal thing, trespass.
you are trespassed.
Okay, because I asked your attorney, and he never answered that question. So my assumption is I'm not trespassed under the law.
Well, why don't we try to get a hold of him if that's okay with
Well, if you want to call him, yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm gonna.
So what is your criteria for people being restricted like Mr. Miller from the library?
I am not. That name is not necessarily ringing a bell with me, so I'm not entirely sure what happened. But there,
What's your overall guideline to restrict somebody?
there are several guidelines, but typically that you're going to be, complying with library policies.
Okay.
And that you're not preventing others from using the library or preventing staff from doing their jobs.
Okay. So how is staff dealing with a person that's dealing with a fire? How is staff dealing with people, preventing them from doing their jobs? Isn't staff's job to deal with people?
For sure. But if that person prevents us from dealing with the public as a whole, if they're taking up all of our time and we're unable to do our jobs, then that's sometimes how that happens. I don't know about this particular person off the top of my head.
Okay. So you don't know how he would have prevented anybody from doing their job specifically?
Can you just hang on one quick
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hi there.
Hi. Okay, will do. Okay, thank you. So I did find your suspension paperwork.
Yeah, I'm restricted from the library for a year.
Yeah, and we do have sheriff's deputies on the way, just so you know.
So am I lawfully trespassed?
Yes.
So
Nobody has said that to you yet, but the sheriff's deputies are on the way to.
okay, so they're going to lawfully tell me I'm trespassed. That's what I want. That's what I need because I'm gonna file a federal lawsuit.
Okay.
And so I just want to have more standing.
Okay.
And so if you guys are trespassing me from library property and the public meetings that happen on those properties, I want that to happen too.
So you want us to tell you you can't come to public meetings?
Yes.
Okay, well, I know we haven't told you that we have.
Well, if you trespass me from the libraries and public property, you need to be very specific because the NRS is very specific. So I need to tell me if I'm trespassed and I will leave under threat of
Well, I'm going to
arrest.
let the law enforcement officers take care of that, however they, because I don't know NRS back to forth, so.
Because I sent a letter to your attorney asking him specifically if I was trespassed. And who are you on the phone with, by the way?
I'm on the phone with the Washoe County Sheriff's
Okay.
Office.
So I just want to know lawfully, am I trespassed? Yes or no?
You notice we talked about her calling her boss, but instead of her calling her boss, she decided to call the police on me. Was I scary at all? Why do you need to call the police? Why not call your boss and find out what's actually going on? Instead, they call law enforcement.
So if I am, I will leave immediately under threat of arrest. You don't need to arrest me. But, I think the people need to know what the rules are at the library.
They've asked me to disengage from you and that they will talk to you when they get here.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Would you like a copy of this paperwork?
Oh, I've got all that stuff. I appreciate your kindness stuff. Thank you. So I let the deputies know I don't want to run from them. I'll be waiting for them outside.
That sounds good.
Okay. I appreciate your time.
And try to figure out if you are or not trespassed from all libraries. I don't know.
Yeah, if you can give me the answer, like I said, I'll comply, off the order, I'll get the hell out, and then I'll do what I got to do on the other
Oh,
side.
yeah, but the other thing that you're trying to look for answers for that Mr. Miller,
Yeah, Mr. Miller,
you're
what?
gonna have to find a different answer to find that information because we don't have that.
No, I know you guys don't, but that's why I came here to get public information.
I got you. So,
So,
do you have ID on you, sir?
do you have a reasonable cause?
Because we're contacting you
But did I?
about a trespass.
Do you have a reasonable articulated suspicion? I'm not trying to be difficult. There's just a lot. If we do, I will.
Right now, they're just saying you're trespassing.
Okay, so
That's the.
So
the
under,
front-
if it's under threat of arrest and cause, I will give it to you immediately because there's case law that says I've got to. If you don't have any reasonable suspicion, I will not arrest them.
So right now, if they called us for a possible trespassing, we do have your authority to be here. And
So-
those NRSs that says that you have to provide information or identification information, like it applies.
So is it under threat of arrest? If I don't give you my ID, I will be arrested.
Well,
So what reasonable, articulable suspicion did he have that I was committing a crime? Nobody knew if I was trespassed, had never been trespassed. Issuing a trespass is not a criminal act. It's just telling somebody they're trespassed. Now, if I come back on and I've been trespassed, then they would have had a reasonable suspicion that I was committing a crime. But when they've got to find out from the library that I hadn't been trespassed, and they've got to figure out exactly what to do, and the county won't answer your question, well, they've got no articulable suspicion. So anyways, that's why all three of these deputies here, Rothkin, Cepeda, and Gomez, are named in the lawsuit because they made me give my ID up, and I hadn't committed a crime. I shouldn't have had to deal with them, and in my opinion, they should have upheld my constitutional rights. They shouldn't have ID'd me, and they shouldn't have enforced a trespass order against me when no crime has been committed. When I told everybody, and the only thing that I've ever done has been to record. I don't want library services. I don't care if I can check out books. That's not something I've done. But taking away my right to go and gather information in a public space, that's what I'm upset about. Government employees should not be able to restrict somebody's rights to gather information to share with other people about our government. That's the whole point of this thing.
would come down to obstructing and resisting.
Right. So I just need you to clarify. Like I said, if it's under threat of arrest, I will give it to you absolutely. If it's not under threat of arrest, and I don't have a lawful or constitutional reason to give it to you, I will not.
Right now, I can't tell you if you're going to get arrested because my partner's the one that's trying to get the information who have been trespassed in all Washoe County.
Yeah, and I've never been given lawful notice. NRS, what is it, 200, 207, I believe?
For trespassing?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know the numbers for the trespassing.
Yeah, I could be backwards a little bit,
But here's also the thing for trespassing, sir. Like, It's also a citable offense.
I need to be
Then-
noticed though.
Yeah, you will need to be noticed, but I can't notice you if I don't know who you are.
Well, no, you do know who I am.
I just know your first name and last name from what they're giving me.
Yeah,
but
they know.
that could be
But like
somebody
I said,
else.
What I'm exercising with you right now, and I'm not trying to be really argumentative. I'm just saying that it's a constitutional right, Fourth Amendment, for me to be safe in my papers and all of those other good things, right?
Yeah.
So I'm exercising the.
Sergeant Gomez, yeah.
Sergeant Gomez.
Grab your ID, please. Other 171123. We're doing a lawful investigation here. Okay. I'm trying to do right by you, make sure you're lawfully being trespassed. If you were served an order, that's lawful.
No, I was never served an order, sir.
So yes, in interest of us investigating a crime, whether it be trespassing, creating a disturbance in the public building, I'm asking my deputies asking for your ID to identify yourself, and yes, please provide it.
Okay, absolutely, Gomez. And what was your number again?
My number?
Yeah, what's your?
4066 is my badge number.
I appreciate it, man.
You're welcome. All right, sir.
What are we doing?
So I'm giving you this. I did a lot of legwork for you, more than anyone would have to do, but I wanted to make sure you're clear. So here it just has meeting minutes, the meeting that you went to.
Right, yep, I was there. I
Towards the
recorded.
bottom of it, your name, or one of the pages is your name. You appealed your suspension from the library. In there is recognized, it's upheld by the trustees of the library. So that shows you're formally.
I'm restricted, yes.
From all the libraries.
Restricted or trespass?
Trespass from all the libraries.
So I can't go to the public meetings either.
No, public meetings, they can't because you're probably well aware of this open meeting laws. You know damn well that you can't be excluded.
But how can I be trespassed from property but be allowed on the property?
It's a loophole that they show here that's valid. So you can't go in there and be like, I want to read a book.
Oh, I don't want to read a book. I just want to ask questions.
You can't be in there for that. But if you go to an open board meeting when there's a room and these are like shells and you're going into the room of this shell, you're allowed to do that.
Okay, so my press rights are restricted to anything but the public meetings.
Correct.
So
That's in there.
So the press is restricted from this. So I'm going to take off here in just a second. I don't want to violate a trespass order. I don't want to put you.
Okay. I'm just trying to have you understand so you don't get in trouble.
Well, yeah.
I'm not trying to. No one wants to arrest you.
I get it. I appreciate that. But for you in enforcing this, do you know what Article 1, Section 9 of the Nevada Constitution says?
No, please tell me.
No law shall be made to restrict or abridge the press or speech.
Okay. And
so basically,
I'm
so I'm press. Like I said, my only purpose in coming to the library is press.
Okay.
So what have they done by making a ruling saying that I as press cannot come and act as press?
You as Drew Rebar are not allowed in.
The only thing I've ever done on this property is act as press.
Okay.
So what they've done is they've just reaffirmed that the only thing they're restricting me from is press.
Do you know when the next meeting is?
I think it's the 20th or something like that. Oh, I will.
And explain, hey, I need clear indication as me as Drew Rebar, I'm not allowed here. But me as Drew Rebar as press, am I allowed to come here and do things? And if they delineate that distinction, then you know.
Delineate the distinction. It's this whole thing's kind of crazy. Anyways, like you said, I'm suing them. Got that done. As you go through it, and if you want to take a closer look at it, you can pause it here a little later and to see all the different things that I was looking for. As I said, Washoe County on December 4th clarified what the restrictions were. The interactions that I had with the cops where they said I was trespassed, that happened on November 12th. So on December 4th, they said I can go to the library. So if I want to go to community court, and I'm going to try to go to community court and record them because I've heard some interesting things about that court system and share that with everybody. That's in a library. They really don't like my cameras. But just the other day, got an answer back from the Washoe County, and they made the filing deadline. So this is their response. So I'll flip through here and you guys can look at that if you want to. And again, pause it if you want to spend some more time reading it. I don't want to read it to you and bore y'all. But basically they're denying everything. They're trying to get some qualified immunity, all that good stuff. So that's what I've got to fight against. The next process here after they filed their response was I sent them a conference request, which is the next process in this whole federal lawsuit thing. Now, how am I filing this lawsuit? How am I getting the information? Let me share what I'm doing here with you if I can. I can find it. Where did it go? Box. Just hang on a second. I gotta find my file. Anyways, I use ChatGPT. There it is. Okay, let my ChatGPT thing go here if I can find it. Or here, I'll just do it this way. Give me a second. And where'd ChatGPT go here? Anyways, why is this not working for me? Too many windows open, that's probably why. Request. Anyways, I'll just describe the process instead of showing you what I've done because I'm having some technical difficulties. No, I don't want to bore y'all. Basically, you go into ChatGPT and there's a legal writer section in there. And essentially what I did is I took all of the case law that I could find. I used a LexisNexis account. If you don't have access to that, just go Google a lot of the case law that you're looking for and upload as much as you can. And ask the legal writer to search case law with regards to whatever your issue is. And so I just put in all of the details that you pretty much saw here. I went to the library on this date and this happened, and I built my lawsuit from that. And that's how the lawsuit came to be, is I took that and ultimately I had ChatGPT draft the entire lawsuit, and I went through everything to make sure it was as accurate as I could possibly make it. Then I went and read a bunch of things as far as how lawsuits are supposed to be drafted, and just it takes a lot of reading and a lot of time to do that. Then you go down to the federal courthouse, and cost me about $400 to file it, about $200 to have it all served, and this is where we're at now. So the next thing in the process is going to be I get to go to conference with the opposing party and get to hopefully do some discovery. As I do discovery, my plan will be to record the discovery and share what goes on and what everybody's answers to the questions are. Why are they treating people like this? Why do they think that they get special rights? And why shouldn't everybody else be allowed in public spaces? And so anyways, that's kind of what's going on. Got a lawsuit against the library system. And my goal is to highlight it to everybody out there and show how our process works. And the ultimate goal is not necessarily money, but it's can I make some political change? So the political change that I would really like to see in our system is just like all government employees go through sexual harassment training. Shouldn't all government employees go through constitutional training and know how to treat the people that they serve and bring the government back to serving the people instead of the people serving the government? Anyways, that's what I've got for this show, and I appreciate you tuning in. And if you're not already subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you would like it, share it, do all that good stuff. And I'll talk to you later. Thank you much.